Well, I didn't really expect to end up once again at Port Navy service in the port-saint-louis-du-rhone, especially not on land, but that's the way things goes. And if you've seen my channel before, you know that I was here in June last year, and I was looking at 2 boats. This is one of them. It's a Whitby 42, and it has the same designer, Sedna. And the other one was a Voaki Amphora that I actually passed in the entrance of Marina di Rocella while being towed with a broken engine earlier this summer. But now, back to this story. Stay tuned. Last time on She Rules the Waves, we crossed over from Corsica and ended up in Port-Saint-Louis, where the journey abruptly stopped due to low water levels in the inland waterways. This time I haul Sedna out, hang out with countrymen and take care of the everyday business and chores while making plans for the future. We're so grateful that you choose to follow our journey, and promise even more stories if you follow our other platforms, and most important of all, subscribe. So, at first I was more than a little nervous about getting Sedna from the marina to the yard on my own. But luckily I didn't have to. At the bus stop on her way to the airport, Tossa randomly ran into a Swedish guy, Niklas, who were also hauling out at Port Navy service. She gave him my number and he graciously agreed to help me. Niklas and his family were looking for a spot in my home marina of Limhamn, and I figured we could help each other out. But first we have to get our boats home, of course. And as you probably know by now, for me, that weirdly means prematurely putting Sedna on the hard. And the hauling out process is always scary. And this time they surprised me by using a tractor instead of the big sling crane you usually see in these places. Hey, this is truly nerve-wracking. Okay, here she is. It was not exactly according to plan, but I still feel happy with this plan. And I kind of think that I deserve a very different kind of anchor beer right now. It's not exactly anchor, but here she is. She's safe. I just have to prep her a little bit for the winter, and then I can go back home. So, cheers. This is the first time I've seen clouds like this in a very long time. It actually looks like it's raining over there. Maybe I have to prepare for rain. Well, the rain actually missed us this time, so instead I joined my countrymen into town for a bite to eat. Hey, here's everybody. And what a lovely dinner it was, and a lovely company too. And I have to say thank you so much for all your help. See you guys at home. There's a new neighbor coming. It's a big one. Yes, the unmistakable sound of the crane woke me up, and I got up to welcome my new neighbors. And this time, the dark clouds actually did bring some rain. But that didn't stop me from getting on with my chores of the day. Alright, time for some shower and some laundry. This is the glamorous life of sailing. And after an amazing shower, and with that weird content feeling you get when you're lazy but still manage to finish a task, I decided to go for dinner at Le Yacht Club. I enjoyed a couple of beers, a beef tartare, and some great music, before heading back to the boat to play some music of my own. That's not a lock. This is a lock.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
One piece of the puzzle missing. A tiny piece, but not worth dismissing. I knew it was gone, that I had to move on, but I still kept reminiscing. You came in and swept all the pieces to the floor. I knew I couldn't live like that anymore. Now I'm awake and I'll break every bone in my body to make sure that we're moving on. It's when it's said and done, commence the healing. Start to sing and hum. Hard work to reach for the sun, but it's time now, when all is said and done. And with that, I bid you good night. The next day, the heat was about the same, but the Mistral wind came around for another visit. It's windy today. I've seen 30 knots in a gust, generally around 20. I feel like this is something we have to expect for the winter, and it feels steady. It is apparently very common for the northwesterly winds to accelerate through the valleys of southern France and funnel out in the med around where Sedna is taking her winter nap. So everything has to be seriously secured, tie down, sit up. It's actually a good thing that I got a taste of it, so I know what to expect. So here I am in Sedna on land. It's Saturday, and on Monday I'm flying back home and the adventure ends for the summer. I was planning on doing a bunch of voiceovers and stuff while here, but it's so windy I can't get the noise out of the microphones. I hope you can hear this, but we'll see. So yeah, I guess there's gonna be a bunch of voiceovers. You probably already noticed that by now. Well, yeah. But yeah, I'm feeling sad to leave Sedna on land, but on the other hand, I feel excited to get back home, spend time with my boys, and just enjoying something that's not 35 degrees and, well, windy. It's gonna be back home too, probably, but yeah. We'll see, maybe we'll get some archipelago sailing with my parents' boat, Kaisa. One of the tasks on the to-do list is to repair the broken zipper in the Dodger. It broke all the way back in Pescara, but we haven't really felt the need to close the spray hood before. But now it is time. And then, while the sun is setting over Port Navy service, I'll bike into town, get some groceries, and meet up with another neighbor captain Ove.
This is the man. Ove. Here.
Ove just came down through the canals on his boat, and he's kind enough to share his experiences and gift me some of his guidebooks and maps. Thank you so much, and fair winds. And while the weird entertainment keeps the town square hostage, I'll end this episode and once again tell you how much I appreciate your interest in our channel. Please check out our social media, Facebook and Instagram, and our website, and maybe consider becoming a patron to get some exclusive content, as well as the opportunity to join us for real on one of the legs of the journey. Please share us with your friends, and if you haven't already, click the little bell and subscribe. So, until next time, take care.